Hope everyone's doing well today. Last week, we had the 4 games, and after the show last week, we played Gardner-Webb on Thursday, and we blew them out by 2. And then, and then we came back and played Asheville. But I'm really proud of our team. Gardner-Webb, just to backtrack a little bit, you know when someone has a winning culture and when they don't, even when they're not winning. And Chris Holtzman is doing a fine job there. He's new and they're struggling, but they got a lot of enthusiasm. They play really hard, and I knew it was going to be very much of a hard-fought game because I can see that culture starting to change. And most teams are just better at home. But I was really proud of our team. I thought against Gardner-Webb, I thought Reggie Middleton had his best game in a while. I believe Reggie had 15, hit some big free throws for us. George was big that night, and Robbie had 17. So that was a really good win for us. They were hard to guard, and without getting too technical, what Coach was talking about, our game has changed when all of us play. The game now has turned into a game of ball screens. And the ball screens are set at so many different angles on the floor. So when you go into the game, the game has been impacted by the NBA game. And what I mean by that is, in the NBA game, they play over 100 games. So if you're an NBA coach, you can't defend a ball screen one way because everybody's going to know. So you might have to defend it 4 ways during the course of a game. Same thing with trapping the post. If you're in the NBA and the ball goes, let's say, inside to Charles, you can trap from the passer, you can trap from the top, you can trap from the wing, and you can trap from the opposite post. That's 4 ways. A lot of times you'll do it 4 different ways in a game. And so where I'm going with that is Gardner-Webb has set so many ball screens that it was hard to guard. And I put in something last week that, when I've been around NBA guys and I decided to do it, and it really helped us out, so it was kind of fun seeing that. We were able to do that. We come back and make free throws, and daggone Jonathan Moore hits an unbelievable 3 from 28 feet. And I decided to call a timeout. Well, everybody, part of the rule normally is under 4 seconds, let them go. Well, we had that situation with PC, so with 1.2 seconds, ironically, the play that I used, I had it on the inside of my Franklin planner that it was going to be the next set that I was going to put in. Little did they know I was going to put it in during the 30-second timeout. And so, it was good all the way. Charles wasn't the first option, but, there's a lot to be said for a kid that wants to take a big shot. I think in the room here, one thing you got to ask yourself is kids that make big shots are going to be a kid that's missed a big shot. And when I look at a kid to shoot a game-winning shot, my biggest question is, can they handle a miss? Because if you're going to be really good in the clutch, and you think back to when if you played, how many shots did you hit to win a game with 2 seconds to go? It's hard. And I've never seen a guy who wasn't confident in doing it consistently. And so, but I was really proud of Charles. And then, we went to Asheville. It was a big win for us. We were really pleased. I thought they kind of took us lightly. And, the biggest thing with them is they scored 88 points on Thursday. And I was determined when we played them here, about tempo. I talked to you guys about that. The tempo in our league, I don't know how it is with the women's, but in the men's side, Coastal has beaten UNC Asheville 3 times by 20 or more points all 3 times. Asheville struggles with Coastal. Coastal struggles with us, and we have struggled with Asheville. It's all about matchups. It's just like in the NBA. And so the key to Asheville is tempo. If the game's in the 50s, we're going to win. It's in the 80s, they're probably going to win. So I was really pleased. It was 54 to 53. It was a grind. It was half court. It was ugly, and that's the way we're going to try to play the rest of the year. You know, I wanted to be 505. I wanted to be physical. I want guys to dive on the floor. I want long possessions. I want there to be spurts where, you know, where we're holding them. They didn't score for the first 5 minutes of the game. And see, they don't like to play that way. They like to get it up and down. They like to play West Coast, and we like to play East Coast. And as my friend Joe Forte says, he's in charge of our officials, this guy's been around for a long time. He said, Randy, you guys are like the Celtics and the Knicks. He goes, every official that comes in, he goes, when I officiated in Los Angeles, man, they'd run up and down the floor, they'd shoot threes, nobody guarded anybody, and we come into Rock Hill and you guys are beating each other with a stick. And I said, well, that's kind of how we want to do it. But I was really proud of us. You know, in our league, and I told our team this. Let's see, where's John? Okay, what is in men's basketball? Okay, games. What is the percentage of home teams winning the games in men's basketball this year?
65%?
It's 78%. So 8 out of 10 games are won by the home team. And I told our team that. And in college basketball, you got to be better you have to play really well on the road. It's kind of like I told our team when I was in the Big East, and Coach will tell you, like in that league, if you don't play your best game, you cannot win on the road. You absolutely cannot. And so, you know, I was proud of what we did. You know, we have Charleston Southern coming up Thursday. It's a big game for us. Coach Molinari's working on that's his scout, and you know they're the kind of team I hate. They're small, they're quick. They got a little point guard, and he's a jet. And so they're gonna try to spread us out and drive us and all that stuff. So it's a big game for us. They beat us down there basically because they went to the line, I think, 28 times. You know, so we've got to do some things. We've got to guard them without fouling. I'm going to add some stuff against them. And see, to me, the beauty of it is last night, like I sat down and I just wrote adjustments. So the first time I play you, the second time I play you is not going to be the same as the first time. You know, we're going to guard ball screens differently. We're going to put in a new zone offense today. We're going to put in a new zone defense today. And then same thing when we go to Coastal. You know, we got Coastal on Saturday. It's a big game. Coastal, we're going to guard ball screens the way that Coastal, we've never done it against them. And I'm going to see how he reacts to it. And that's one of the things you got to do in this game. So, but Coastal's a big game. It's a big weekend, and we certainly need as many people here. We got a ton of kids coming in for Saturday's game. There's no doubt in my mind we can win both of them. There's no doubt in my mind we can beat Coastal. And I just think, you know, what I'm gearing everything towards right now is what we got to do to win a round. You know, I want a certain style, and I told our teams Saturday, then I'll take your questions. The score of the game was 57 to 53. Okay, and so what I said to them is this. In my mind, this is me. You all, games you've coached and all that stuff. In my mind, the mark of a good team is you have to be able to win a game in the 70s, but you also have to be able to win a game in the 50s. If you can't, in my opinion, you do not deserve the privilege to be a champion.